Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christy if you are new here, and I do all kinds of videos such as vlogs, recipes, and here lately it has been a lot about books because I have rediscovered my love for reading. So here we are. This video is going to be a collaboration with one of my dear friends, Challice from Sodbuster Living. We have known each other for a very, very long time, and Challice is totally goals, you guys, when it comes to getting books read. She has been such an inspiration to me for being able to rediscover my love for reading. And I would always think, I don't have time to read. I'm a busy mom. I have 4 kids at home all day long. And 2 of them are 3 and under. I am just busy. We homeschool. We have, of course, as you know, I'm running a home. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. And I'm sure that you guys' life is probably much the same if you're watching this video. And what this video is going to be about is how do we find time to read when you are a busy mom. So if that interests you, then stay tuned. We're gonna chat about some ways that I find time for reading. All right, so it is no surprise that reading can be difficult when you have a house full of children and you have a lot going on. But I have been able to squeeze some time in and to figure out ways to get more time in for reading. So the ways that I have discovered to help me get more books read with a lot going on is, number 1, take advantage of audiobooks. You will not believe how much time you can devote to reading with your ears while you are doing laundry, while you are cooking, while you are just going about picking up the house, which we do all day long as busy moms. And while we're doing these things, you can put some headphones in and listen to an audiobook. I just recently finished an audiobook. The title was Other Words for Home. I believe that's the title. It was an amazing middle grade book. I don't have the book information in front of me, but you guys look it up. It is so good. It was so amazing. And the audiobook was like 3 hours long. I was able to speed that audiobook up a little bit because I feel like audiobooks can sometimes be quite slow. So I sped it up about 1.5 times, and I was able to finish that audiobook in 2 days, and I enjoyed every second of it. And I listened to that book while I was folding laundry, while I was cooking dinner, driving down the road. You just pop in one of your earphones and get a few chapters in. So that is amazing. That is a really good tip for getting more books read. It's also extremely relaxing if you want to just lay in the bed before you go to sleep for the night and listen to a few chapters of your audiobook. So that is tip number 1. I'm gonna look down. I have some notes here on my little notepad. So tip number 2 for reading more books is to put down the phone. Put down your phone. So my kids love to play games on my phone, and they love to play games on my iPad. So every evening after we do our dinner time and everybody's kind of winding down, I will allow them some time to play on the iPad or the phone some games like Roblox or Minecraft or some other little games that they enjoy. And during that time, I am not even tempted to look at my phone because I don't have it. And I sit down, and while they are distracted, I get a couple of hours usually of reading done. They will play on the screens, or they will play another game together, and then this is usually after dinner, and I will sit down with my electric blanket all warm and cozy and do some reading in the evenings. So that has been really amazing. I have really discovered how much time I was wasting on my cell phone. I think we all know that we waste a lot of time on our cell phone. I think what we don't realize is how much time we're wasting just mindless scrolling through Instagram and Facebook and just reading articles that really we don't need to read, and looking in the comment section of posts that we should not be looking at just because it's a total waste of time, right? So I have been putting down my phone. I've even had my mom ask me, why aren't you posting so much on Instagram anymore? And I'm like, because I'm reading, and I feel like it's such a better use of my time. I still have times in the day where I can pick my phone up and catch up on maybe what I missed, but I don't feel compelled to stay on my phone all day long. I feel compelled during those downtimes to get a chapter in, or, you know, do a little bit more reading. And I find that my brain really appreciates that. My eyes are less tired. I have less fatigue, because I think these electronics, you guys, are just sucking the life right out of us, and we don't even know it. So put down the phone. That's tip number 2. All right. Tip number 3 would be to read a book while you're cooking. And a lot of times we can be standing at the stove, stirring a pot, you know, or something else, and we can have a book, you know, open beside it, and you can read a little bit while you're cooking. So I've been doing that a good bit. I have a book with me no matter where I go. That's my next tip. So if it's in the kitchen cooking, I have my book. If I'm going to use the bathroom, I bring my book. If I'm going to the store or a doctor's appointment, and maybe I find that I have some time waiting in my car for some reason, I sneak in a few chapters there. So just know your schedule and know when you would be tempted to do something else that's mindless activity. Pick up your book instead. So instead of watching TV, which I've never been a huge fan of, I read. I don't enjoy TV quite so much. I have to force myself to watch like a movie with the family. I find it kind of, I don't know, sometimes I find it really boring. So because of the fact that I don't watch a lot of TV, then my go-to for entertainment is reading. So that is another way that I am able to get a lot of reading in. Also, I do a lot of read alouds with my kids for homeschool, and I count those books in my book reading totals. So it's like I'm reading all day long. It is so much fun, and it's really enriching for my life and for the kids' life as well. I've tried to make sure that we do not skip read aloud time. It's something the kids enjoy. They do their Legos, we read some books, we talk about them. It's good to get their brain going. Some good conversation comes out of it. It is so much fun. Now, one thing that is not quite so healthy that I do pretty often is I read after I put the kids to bed. I put the kids to bed, my husband goes to bed sometimes, and I go to bed. Instead of like going to sleep, I sit in my bed with my book light and I read. So I am losing in a little bit of sleep at night, but it's like so relaxing to finally have a little bit of mom time. So that's probably not the best habit to make, but it is a way that I get more reading done. Just the truth. All right, you guys. So those are really my tips for how I'm getting my books read. Most importantly, the things that you want to do in your life, you always have to just make the time. Time doesn't just come and present itself to you and start screaming in your face, hey, do this, do this, do this. You carve that time out. So, you know, sometimes people say, well, I don't have time to read the Bible. No, you make time to read the Bible. I don't have time to pray. No, you make time to pray. Well, I don't have time to read. No, you make time to read. You make time to, you know, a lot of people talk about self-care and this and that kind of stuff doesn't just happen. You have to make it happen. So it's the same thing with reading. Discipline yourself, even if it's for like set small goals for yourself of maybe like 15 minutes. And set a timer. I'm going to read for 15 minutes. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to pick up my phone. And you'll be amazed at what little uninterrupted blocks of time throughout your day, how much you can get done in that time. So start small. Don't feel pressured to read as many books as so-and-so or whatever. Just let it kind of organically grow. Read a little bit here and there. And then all of a sudden, you have a desire to read more and more and more, and then it becomes less of a chore and more of a desire, hobby, and that is able to create more space in your life for reading. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out Challice's channel. I will leave it linked in the description box down below. And if you're new here, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Y'all, I can't talk today, but that's like normal. I post just kind of sporadically these days, but I am here and I am posting and I am making videos from time to time. So I would love to have you here. And if you are interested in talking more bookish things, leave some comments down below. Talk to you soon. Bye.